Hello and welcome to the Spiritual Uprising podcast. The podcast meant to inspire women to rise up and out of the life they've been told to live and step into the life they were truly meant to live, empowering women to embrace their spirituality. I'm your host, Amanda Campbell, and this is episode 6, where we're talking all about manifesting, what it is, why we care about it, and how to do it as quickly and easily as possible. Okay, so let's talk about manifesting because if you're just starting out, there's a pretty good chance that you're spending a whole lot of time in your head. You're probably wondering how to do it, if it works, if you're doing it right. So let's get you out of your head and into manifesting some really cool shit. If you're just starting out, I'm going to tell you to work towards manifesting something small and attainable. And the reason I say that is because it gets you into a groove. You're able to see how things work, what it feels like, how quickly things can manifest, etc. So, step 1 in manifesting is setting the goal. And you really want to choose this carefully because the energy that is behind your intention is really, really important. So, let's use the example of weight loss. Let's pretend you made a New Year's resolution to lose 50 pounds in 2020. Even when I say that out loud, it feels heavy. It feels unattainable. It feels like it's going to be really hard, and I already don't want to even attempt to work towards that goal. I've already convinced myself that it's out of my reach. But if I said, I want to lose 5 pounds by March 1st, that feels like I can actually do that. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but even my voice sounded different. Okay, so listen to this. I want to lose 50 pounds in 2020. I want to lose 5 pounds by March 1st. Did you hear the difference? I don't know, am I just crazy? The second one feels lighter. And to me, it even sounds like I'm happier and it sounds lighter. So already the wheels are turning in my head and saying, okay, it's, I don't know, mid-January. March 1st is, I don't even know, 6 or 7 weeks away. That's totally doable. I can lose 5 pounds in less than 2 months. That is the energy you want to have behind your intention. The energy of, I feel like I can do this and I feel like I can make this happen. And it doesn't have to be weight loss at all, obviously. It can be a new house, a new job, a change in your relationship. You can literally manifest anything. But remember, your thoughts create your reality. So even though it's commonly talked about to manifest really cool shit, it's important to remember that you can manifest bad things too, simply by focusing your energy on the negative aspects. So don't follow in my footsteps, or do if it's something that you want, and end up manifesting poor health and a job layoff. This was many years ago before I even knew what manifesting was. But now that I look back, it's so obvious to me that my thoughts and my energy created those situations. Okay, so step 1 was setting the goal that feels good to you. Step 2 is leaning into it. And what I mean by that is understanding how your life is going to change day to day when whatever you're manifesting finally shows up. How are you impacted by this change? How is your life impacted, etc.? So maybe you're manifesting a new job. This could mean that you're commuting less or maybe not commuting at all, which leaves you with more free time. Whether that means you get to sleep in now and feel more rested. You get to spend more time with the kids or more time for self-care, more time to go to the gym or take that yoga class. How will this change affect your life day to day? Step 3 is visualization. And this is my favorite part because this is where you get to explore and bring it to life, even if it's just in your head for right now. So visualize every single detail of what you're manifesting and be sure to use all your senses. So let's say you're manifesting a move, a new house. What does the house look like? How many bedrooms does it have? How are you furnishing it? What's the layout? Okay, so now that you're picturing it, you're going to bring in the rest of your senses. You're walking through your new house, picturing the layout. How does the house feel to you? Does it feel homey and cozy? Is it bright and airy? And if so, does that make you happy? Does that make you smile? Maybe your house has a large yard. You're on a large piece of land, maybe. Walk out into the yard. What does it look like? Do you have a huge deck? Or are you walking out right onto the grass and maybe you're backing out onto, I don't know, a forest or a ravine or something? And when you walk out, what does it feel like? Do you feel the sun shining on your face? Do you hear the wind rustling the leaves? Can you smell the pine trees and hear the birds chirping? I'm not sure if you've noticed yet, but manifesting is heavy on feeling, the feeling of intention, then deciding how this will affect you, then visualizing and feeling what it's going to be like to be living your life with this new manifestation. Because energy and universal energy is all about feeling the intention behind things. So when you're feeling good and feeling like you can and are or will make progress, then it's way more likely to happen. So the last step, step 4, is to do the work. And this doesn't have to be hard at all. If you're manifesting a new job, you obviously have to spend some time scrolling through the job boards and actually applying to jobs. If you're manifesting weight loss, then eating the same way today that you've been eating probably isn't going to change anything. But maybe today you can incorporate an apple. Tomorrow you can add more veggies to your plate. The day after you can take some time out to have a larger and healthier, more balanced breakfast. Doing small things every single day sends the energy out to the universe that you still want this. You're ready to work for it, you're committed, you're ready for it to show up, and you're ready to meet the universe halfway. Which brings me to my next point. It's not just the small things that you have to do every single day. It is all 4 of these steps. You have to do them every single day, and by no means does it need to take you more than 5 minutes. Go over in your head what your intention is and remind yourself how your life is going to change when you reach that goal or this whatever you're manifesting is brought into your life. Spend some time visualizing your new reality. Every detail, every feeling, feel it, review it, feel how happy and excited you are to be living your life with your new manifestation. Then doing the work, the tiny baby steps every single day. Manifesting doesn't have to be hard, and it's actually pretty easy. You can even amplify the energy by bringing in crystals and certain colored candles. But maybe that's something you should work on once we get into the groove and you realize how easy manifesting is. Which is why I said, I'm pretty sure I said in the beginning, to start with something a little bit smaller, like the 5 pounds versus the 50 pounds. That way you're able to see how things are working, which actually I forgot to mention since I said the word how. Do not worry, do not focus, do not think about how. The how does not matter. All that matters is you are focused on achieving and getting to that end goal. Because we as human beings want to set a goal and want to make a list or a plan of how to get there. It's how we've been conditioned. But the universe really doesn't care at all about your list or your plan. And by you creating that list or that plan, all you're doing is putting further limitations on the universe and how it can deliver your manifestation. And the last thing you want to do is limit how you receive really cool shit. You just want to receive really cool shit, right? So do not at all for 1 second worry about the how you're going to achieve it, how it's going to show up. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are taking the steps, you're following the steps every single day and taking action every single day to get to where you want to be. Everything else, I promise you, is just going to fall into place. Everything that is meant to happen will happen. It may not happen on your timeline. A lot of things do manifest very, very quickly, but you have to remember that things, well, obviously things can take longer, but there's a lot of moving pieces that you may not be aware of. So, for example, if you're moving into a new house, if it's, well, it doesn't really matter if it's new or resale, but let's just say it's a resale house. The universe needs to work with the family in that house that is already living there and plant the seed to have them sell their house first. You obviously can't buy a house when there's already a family living in it. But in order for them to sell the house, they need to clean out their basement. They need to declutter. They need to have a meeting with the real estate agent. They need to make the decision first before the house can go on the market for you to purchase. So don't get discouraged if things are taking longer than you would like for them to. Longer. I don't even know if that was proper English, but you know what I'm trying to say. Because there's so many things happening behind the scenes that you don't see or that you're not aware of. So that's another reason why it's really important to do the work and do the visualization every single day, because it reminds you of how committed you are to getting this. It reminds you of how much better apparently I'm struggling with English all of a sudden. How much better your life will be when you receive that goal. It keeps your vibration up. It keeps you focused. It keeps your energy on track. So please do not get discouraged when things aren't showing up as quickly as you would like them to show up, and do not get discouraged and start thinking about the how, because neither one of those things matter. The timeline and the how doesn't matter, even though you might be yelling at me right now saying, obviously the timeline matters. I want that new job and I want it now, for example. But the absolute perfect job will present itself when it's ready. And I know that's not what you want to hear. But I am not here to bullshit you. I am here to tell you the truth. Things don't always happen according to plan, and they don't always happen the way we want them to or when we want them to, but they do always happen. So, go out and manifest some really cool shit into your life. And if you like, head on over to my Facebook group, The Spiritual Apprentice, to bring me up to speed on all the cool shit you've been manifesting. I really would love to hear how your life has been changing. Or maybe you're running into some struggles, some challenges. Come on over into the group and share your struggles so that I and everyone else in the group can help you on this journey. That is why the group has been created, to create a community and help others on their journey. So, whether or not I see you in the Facebook group, I will talk to you guys in my next episode. Have an amazing day.